Dr. Neil Brock. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your enthusiasm, which really buoys us and drives this place forward. You are the people who recruited me to what it is. When I came and gave a public lecture here, I realized something special in the community. I'm going to speak this year because there are 3 Nobel Prize winners coming, at least, this year, and many other fantastic talks. So, thanks very much. Now, of course, the biggest pleasure in being director of Perimeter is the people I meet, and the people I get to invite to join in our mission. And one of those very special people is a physicist. We're always a bit careful about having physicists on our governing board because we have our own approach, and we want to set our own path. So when we invite physicists to join us, we have to be sure they're really going to be in tune with us, and above all, wise people. And the person I'm talking about, of course, is today's Nobel Prize winner, Art McDonald. So, yesterday, I should say. Art, we had no hesitation about inviting him in 2011 to join the board of Perimeter. He is one of those unique figures in physics with his wisdom, intelligence, experience, and incredible ambition to go after the hardest problems in physics. He's what I call a real person, and I'm what I call an imaginary person, and I'll explain that more in the talk. But Art really builds things, and in many ways, he pioneered what we're trying to do at Perimeter. He built the world's top laboratory for studying neutrinos in Sunday, and they discovered how neutrinos work, how they travel from the sun to us, how they change flavors on the way. And this is really an incredible pointer to new physics beyond the standard model. So, but let me not say any more. Let's have the video of Art. I have been the director of the Submarine Neutrino Observatory, which is the first major experiment in what has now become SOLAB, the International Underground Facility near Sudbury, Ontario. The Submarine Neutrino Observatory, or SNO, used 1,000 tons of heavy water to make measurements of neutrinos from the sun, benefiting from being 2 kilometers underground for fear of cosmic radiation, and therefore get a very low background detector. We were able to observe these neutrinos at roughly 1 hour. And in the process of these measurements could resolve the question of whether neutrinos from the sun change their type in transit to the Earth. We could be definitive about that because of the heavy water we could measure the type produced in the core of the sun and also several all types of neutrinos. And comparing those two, we found that only about a third of the neutrinos reaching us were actually the electron neutrinos produced in the core. This meant that, first of all, we had a clear indication that neutrinos change their flavor and therefore have a finite mass. And we were also able to determine that the models of how the sun burns, and in particular the nuclear reaction that we were measuring, was being calculated very accurately. So those measurements were quite significant at this time in world physics and astrophysics. So I have to thank Art for his impeccable timing in doing all his work to ensure that he won the Nobel Prize just before my public lecture. So we promised Nobel Prizes, and there's your first. The title of my talk is The Astonishing Simplicity of Everything. And I have to begin by saying that I told this title to a friend of mine a week ago who has teenage kids. And he said, oh yeah, the world seems pretty complicated to me. And so I'm going to be very careful about deciding what I mean by simplicity. I hope to share with you some of the most amazing discoveries we have made recently about the universe, and the fact they're pointing us in new directions for our understanding of the universe, which is extremely exciting. So what do I mean by simplicity? Well, for a physicist, simplicity means simple concepts, or concepts which unify. They bring together disparate ideas and disparate knowledge, make sense of them, and simplify. I often like to say that a theoretical physicist is somebody who has a terrible memory, and therefore they want to make sure they're on top of everything while they remember nothing, or as little as possible. So simple concepts are ones which allow us to explain the most we possibly can from the least possible number of assumptions. And so I'm going to tell you about the recent discoveries and why they show us, they're pointing us to ways in which the universe has regular, predictable behavior, which we do not yet understand. And so this is pointing us at new, simple principles, which we're trying to discover. So here's a rather beautiful picture of the whole universe that we can see. And we're in the middle, in the solar system, going around the sun. But there's this vast expanse of space, full of galaxies. And of course, as we look outwards in space, we're seeing backwards in time, just because light takes time to reach us. So as we get to the outer reaches of the region we can see, we see this cosmic web, the structure of the universe as it began to form at early times. And we go further back, there's a dark stripe, which is the Dark Ages, we call it. And just before the Dark Ages is a bright red ring. That red ring is the hot plasma of the very early universe. The earliest thing we can see. And if we could probe through it, as we will be able to do one day with gravitational waves, we will be able to see right back to the singularity singularity itself, the moment when space and matter emerge. Is in the middle, obviously. That's not because we're in a special place. Every other place in the universe, as far as we know, would have a similar picture around it, would be surrounded by a similar picture. But we're also in the middle in terms of scale. You see, there's a definite size of this volume of space. There's a number of galaxies, about 100 billion galaxies, we can see, each one containing 100 billion stars. But what we've discovered recently is that space, empty space, is full of dark energy. It's a form of energy which is accelerating the expansion of the universe. The universe is growing in size, and expansion is carrying other things away from us. And due to the dark energy, it's expanding faster and faster. And so it's taking the stuff, even the most distant galaxies you can see, taking them away from us more and more rapidly. As it does so, we'll see them turn red, go dimmer and dimmer, and disappear. And we will never see anything beyond those galaxies because of the dark energy. So there is a scale, there's a fundamental scale in physics. It's the scale defined by the dark energy, which limits the region of the universe we will ever see. And so that's the largest scale we know of. It's about 10 to the power 25 meters.